Hey guys, it's Eric and Karina.
And HR.
And the ghost of Joseph Smith.
Oh, God. And welcome back to the Late Podcast, the law according to Mormon Eric. All right, so if you couldn't tell by Eric's jokes and mine in the beginning, do you want to tell them what you chose this one to be?
I chose Sister Wives mostly because, I'll be honest, one, there was a television show years ago called called Big Love. Starred Bill Paxton.
Okay.
He died fairly young, actually. He was also in the original movie The Twister, and he was in a bunch of stuff. Anyway, it was like an HBO series, had like 5 seasons or 6 seasons. It was about this like Mormon family who were like polygamous, and there was like all these sister wives, and he had like 4 of them.
Yeah.
Right, and he had this like little mini compound in Utah. Great show. Anyway, and then I know that there's like a reality show.
Oh yeah,
like
the Mormon Lives of the Mormon Lives of Mormon Wives.
Whatever, some shit.
I watched it.
Yeah, and there's all these weird and there's all these like weird things about like BYU and like the magic underwear.
Joseph Smith.
Yeah, like all that weird stuff. So I thought, okay, but in all fairness, like content warning, I understand that there's more about like swingers and swapping and sharing than sister wiving. So it's on par for us, I guess.
I tried on Reddit, but the thing is, there is a TLC show that is named Sister Wives. So everything on Reddit, when you look up Sister Wives, is about the show Sister Wives. It's nothing else is there. So these are going to be a mixture of swingers, polygamy stories, all of that. So, all right.
People fucking with different people.
Yes, or trying to.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Are you ready to start?
First of all, I was born ready.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, let's start then. Number 1. Oh, why did I say it like that?
I know.
First story.
Oh my God.
Number 1.
Hurricane's already offering. And by the way, before we even get into the number 1, you know what Sister Wives is like?
What is it like?
It's almost like. Gotcha. You can already guess. When you got a cringy sister-in-law that just like moves into your house, takes over your shit.
But she's fucking you over. You can't fuck her.
Right, and you don't get to like nights of the week. Like main wife is Tuesdays and Thursdays, and second wife is Mondays and Wednesdays. Yeah, it's almost like that.
Yeah,
even without hearing any, it's almost like that.
Well, Josh gets fucked every other day, by her. Not literally, but just fucked over when she lifted herself.
Bam, see that, buddy? Got you.
All right, let's start the first story. The title of this is, Am I the Asshole for Being Mad at My Husband for Being Overly Possessive During a Swingers Event?
Okay. I'm only laughing a little bit because I got to be honest. I know that I'm kind of the jealous type. I can't even imagine.
At a swingers party?
Right, and then like flexing. Yeah. Like the minute you walk into the door with that partner of yours, you're pretty, it should be like open, like it's open game, right?
Exactly.
But all right, but let's hear what Billy's problem here is.
Okay.
All right.
She says, so a few months ago, my husband, male 30, approached me, female 25, about trying a swingers party/event. He has always been pretty open with me about his wants and needs and his fantasies, but it was a request he had never mentioned. I told him I would think about it. We had never even had a threesome before, but I looked it all up and found an organization kind of close to us. I talked to the lady who hosted, and she told me all about it and invited us to the event. So then a week later or so, we went. We ended up meeting a couple who we actually really liked and really liked us. This couple is who the whole situation revolved around. A few weeks after that, we were all going to meet to swing. We all talked about what we liked. During this conversation, my husband talked over me and told them that I don't like giving oral to men, but I don't mind it for women. This is literally untrue. I don't mind giving it to my husband. I actually enjoy it, and I've never even given it to a woman. He made it sound like we had done this before, and we definitely hadn't. When I asked him about it afterwards, he told me after he just didn't want me to do that, and I said, okay. So when we finally got down to the act, it was honestly kind of fun, but my husband was so fucking possessive with the other man specifically. The other man was not like that at all. In fact, he encouraged his wife to do what she wanted. It made me so mad to see how my husband acted, especially when he was the one who wanted this. I was just trying to enjoy myself as I thought I was supposed to, but I felt like I was being watched to make a mistake. I.e., he wouldn't even let the other man touch me alone. I could also never even look at the other man without my husband pulling my face back towards him or the wife. When the other man wanted to fuck me, my husband made me lay down facing away from him. It was just so obvious that he was jealous. I didn't even really enjoy it for real. The worst part was that he honestly made the other wife kind of look sideways at us.
I really didn't enjoy it for real.
Yeah.
What, you lying bitch. Okay,
it's his fault they're there.
I'm not. No,
Just
no.
saying.
I mean,
That is true.
It's
Fin-
like,
I know.
out there.
Finish,
It's an
finish the
idea.
Okay.
finish the story,
Okay.
but I feel like she wrote that just in
Okay.
case he reads it.
Okay.
All right, but go ahead.
Wait, where was? Okay. For some reason, he thought I was. Oh wait, I skipped the line. My bad. The worst part that honestly made the other wife kind of look sideways at us was because her husband was fucking her, and I leaned down to give her head to per my husband's request. For some reason, he thought I was a bit too close to the husband and literally yanked me back by my hair. On my way home, I asked my husband how he felt, and he said he was good. He mentioned absolutely nothing about his jealousy. When I brought it up, he acted like I was imagining things. When I was adamant that he definitely was a little out of line, he reacted by getting really defensive and asking me if I wanted to fuck the other man. Am I the asshole for feeling mad about this?
It sounds like he wanted to have an affair,
Yes.
but he wanted his wife's permission. Like he wanted this for himself.
Yes.
He just didn't want his
Exactly.
wife to see his wife with another man.
Like, he wanted a sister wife, not a swingers event.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly.
Do you think she's the asshole?
No, I don't think she's the asshole.
Exactly.
No,
I don't think she's the asshole either. He wanted this. She found a group. They went. They both agreed to go swing with this other couple. Why is it that now it's the problem?
Because he clearly didn't think this through, like how he would feel seeing his wife with another man.
Yeah. So no, I don't think she's the asshole. I think he's the asshole. You asked for this, and then when it happened, now you want to be mad and yanking people's hair. Fuck you. Thoughts?
Hurricane's getting triggered by this.
He's gonna disagree with
Oh,
that.
I stopped looking at his face.
Okay. Whore Lucinda is a 4 dingleberry asshole.
What about whore Billy?
Poor
No.
Lucinda.
What about Billy the whore?
Man Billy is 0 dingleberries.
No.
I'm gonna tell you why.
Please,
Because you guys simply don't have the male perspective. You're not up to speed with the bro code.
Right.
And let
we
me-
think with our heads, not our dicks.
No. Let me tell you the bro code. Let me tell you the bro code on this and why whore Lucinda fucked up.
Okay. And not whore Billy.
The bro code on this is, yo, husband Billy, I'm down, but wouldn't it be better if we just brought another girl and it would just be 3 of us and not some random couple or some strangers? That's what bro Billy really wanted to hear. And the problem is that Lucinda probably knew that, but then she wanted to try this for herself probably even more.
But he wanted to go to the
And
swingers
she
event.
wanted,
He's the one who
I
said,
know.
I want to go to the swinger
But,
party.
no, guys, I understand he's trying to be fair, okay? But
And that's what it should
but
be.
No, but deep down, what he really wanted was some strange, and he wanted to play with his wife. Having said that, and this is the important part, whore Lucinda should have been like, yo, Billy, we don't have to go to this. I don't know if I'm down with some random stranger. How about you pick someone for us and okay, something like that. That's all he really wanted. He didn't want to share his wife. He just wanted another girl to have fun with.
And that's not fair.
Life isn't fair.
She's the asshole for going along with her pervy husband.
Yes.
No,
And
he's
for
the
whoring it
asshole.
up and deciding she was going to like get, fucked by this other guy and she's going to go down on this random woman. No.
That's what he told her to do.
No, he didn't mean it. That's the point. And she knew that. She should have known
I
that.
guarantee you, she did not want to do
No.
that. She was
She did
doing it
not.
because her
If-
husband wanted her to.
Okay.
Yeah.
If she didn't want to do it, she wouldn't have. So either she's weak-minded or she's a liar. Either way, she's got 4 dingleberries
Or
now.
the husband's a bitch.
No, he's not.
He gets
Okay.
5 dingleberries out of me.
Yeah, I agree.
Exactly.
Definite fight.
No.
Exactly. And she
What can
gets
I-
0.
Well,
So
what can I tell you? Girl power's wrong again.
it's all right if that's how you feel. Next one. Am I the asshole for not admitting that I may have been the one who ejaculated into my friend's wife?
What?
What?
Do you want me to read it again?
Yeah.
Am I
What?
the asshole for not admitting that I may have been the one who ejaculated into my friend's wife? Okay.
So curious. Is it conscious or-
My wife and I are swingers.
Uh-huh.
As everyone knows, swinging comes with risk. Well, we met this couple through swinging a few years ago, and we've been good friends since. A few months ago, this friend invited me to join a gangbang with his wife.
Oh.
The only rule was they had was don't come inside the wife. I have been with his wife several times before, and this has always been the rule since she has some weird reaction to birth control pills. As a guy who's not fond of condoms, I usually go bareback. Well, on that night, it was my first gangbang ever. The excitement was through the roof. I remember when I was the next man up of the 7 guys. The excitement got the best of me. I came out so fast, I didn't even have time to react. The friend's wife just kept pushing herself to me. Well, when all of this came to an end, all of the guys finished off on her body. Everyone went on their way. I didn't think much of it now, but 4 months later, my buddy and his wife are freaking out. He has been clipped, so he knows it's not him. Now she is pregnant, but they are pro-life, so abortion isn't even an option. I told the wife I don't think it was me, But then again, I was the only non-Caucasian in this action. Am I the asshole for not saying anything?
Oh, good God. On the stupid meter. So this bitch who's pro-life and doesn't take birth control. That would be a fabulous idea.
To get
gangbanged.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
But let's not, that's not even the dumb part.
Not even
The stupid part was he is the only person who was not white out of all of the people who partook in this. That baby is gonna be whatever half he is.
Well, you can get pregnant even if the guy doesn't finish it.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
Yeah.
But also, if it was him, they're going to know. White genes are strong.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
But if this is an African American, those genes are stronger.
Yeah. But it's not his fault that this bitch was that stupid. I mean, like, that is not a reliable form of birth control.
Well,
Any
do you think
teenager
he's the
can tell you
asshole for
that.
not saying it, though?
For not saying it. I think that's the least asshole-ish part of this story, to be honest.
Yeah, I feel like, you know what? Let it come out. Let the baby come out, and we'll figure out when the baby's fucking born, I guess. Honestly, I mean, he didn't say it. It's too late to go back and be like, it might have been me. It's too late now. It's 4 months later. Oops. Let the baby be born. Fuck it.
I'm going to be honest in that I haven't yet gotten past the idea that he was like number 7 of 7.
I know, it's so gross to think.
How many were behind him?
I mean, just the fucking germs and bodily fluids everywhere.
You don't know how many more came after him.
Listen, I don't care before or after. Look,
He was 8.
You guys have seen what just looking at mayonnaise does to me. If you have any idea, I would hurl everywhere. I'd be sick. That's number 1. Number 2, I don't know about the dingleberry part yet. I'm still contemplating that, but this is a solid 0 on the Feldman scale.
It's a 0. Yeah, it sure is.
There is no amount.
Can we go into the negatives?
I mean, this guy,
negative rating.
No fucking shame in admitting that he was the one odd man out, like ethnicity-wise, went raw and came inside this fucking gang-banged bitch. Who knows who else might have been going raw and just pulling out.
That too.
He could, I mean, I can't even imagine going in someplace where all this other splooge may be. Oh my God, I can't even think about it.
Yep.
Oh, that's so awful.
Yeah.
You know what? Oh my God, this is reminding me of a story I just said to Jennifer yesterday, but I'll.
What did he tell you yesterday?
I'm trying to remember.
When somebody spits shit back at you. How about that?
Oh.
It was I was very young.
Okay.
But nonetheless, I'll tell you what I would do if I were raw dog Billy.
Taking a different approach to answering the question.
Yeah, I would. You know what I would do? I would wait for the baby to be born, and I would be like, "Yo, it's possible I pulled out, and it might have just drizzled back in, maybe a little. Like that's all I can think of.
I mean, again, pre-cum.
That's all you can do.
Yeah, you absolutely can get
But
pregnant.
how much fucking pre-cum was in her already?
Right. So that's why I'm saying wait to see.
Yeah. Just wait. That's what I said. Fucking let the baby be born.
I'm no fertility expert, but I'm guessing it's 50-50. Some other guys, was already up there.
There's at least 8 people there.
And by the way, I mean, it's not lost on me that somebody that is anti-abortion and anti-birth control
should not be getting gangbanged.
Right. Or at the very least,
what the hell?
you fucking verify the condom goes on every time. Forget pregnancy. The amount of fucking bacteria and disease that must be in that room, wherever they were, that fucking motel or wherever. Oh my fucking God.
Yeah.
And if they use their own house for this, like they just defy, like, now you have people that know where they live.
Yeah.
Right. And they're fucking what their bedroom looks like.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't.
Yeah.
I just can't.
No.
That's, I mean, honestly, I don't even know how you picked that one. God
said?
damn. No, I said sister wives. Okay. This is DAYUM.
As the coconut.
Damn.
It's not as bad as the coconut.
The audience already forgot the fucking coconut. This
Look
is
up the
so
coconut story, people.
foul. Holy shit. And I can say, honestly, I've been on this earth 52 years. I've been practicing law for getting close to 2 decades. I've never seen or heard anything weird shit like this. And I consider myself a fairly liberal person.
Right.
Like okay, but OMG. How does this fucking happen?
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
By the way, you know what all this brings me back to is Eric's simple advice for horny men. just get a fucking hooker.
That too.
Get a hooker that's going to make you wear a condom.
Yeah.
Right?
That's on birth control.
Right. That has no fucking strings attached to you. It's not friends with your wife.
I just feel like.
Right? Or any of that kind of stuff. Just go do what you got to do and go home and be a good husband.
I just feel like the bitch should have have her tube tied. Something. Tie your fucking tubes.
Or at least ask them to wrap it.
Exactly.
You know?
Not even that. Tie your fucking tubes. What? You can always untie them. It's revert. Wait.
I
No.
don't think it is.
No, it's not. You're right. Never mind. I take that back.
Yeah,
the man one is.
It's more of it's a bigger deal in a woman.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Well-
still, like, they could have worn a condom.
Yeah.
Or maybe she just could have not done this.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I really don't understand why someone would find that sexy. I don't. I have heard of people doing that. Like, I had a friend once that told me that she did that.
What?
And the gangbang thing.
You had a friend that was in a gangbang?
Yeah, that actually won. It was a long time ago. No one you know.
I mean,
you're looking at me like
anyone
no
you're still in touch
you know.
with?
Oh
Well,
my
just-
god!
Just curious.
You look
That's
way
all.
too excited about this.
No, I just,
For
I'm
being
just
grossed
saying
out.
it's interesting.
Yeah, I don't get the appeal of it either. I don't. No.
It's just gross. Why would you want to
Exactly.
go where someone else has been?
Exactly. All right. Well, next one, guys. Okay. Title is My Husband Asked for an Open Relationship and Now People Think I'm Cheating on Him.
Well, she is.
No, because he asked it.
Doesn't mean that she's not cheating if she's like, all right, cool, and then like finds a guy right away.
No, to hear the story.
Okay, we heard something like this once, where a dude was like, yo, let's do this. She's like, all right, and then she liked it.
Well,
and he
that's
was
what.
like,
No, remember that story we heard then was because he wasn't getting no bitches and she was getting men and he was
Right.
mad. That's what that happened.
Okay, this is different.
Yeah.
All right.
So I, 27 female, and my husband John, 28 male, have been together for 7 years, married for 2. John works out of town usually, so usually 2 to 3. Oh wait, John works out of town a lot, usually 2 to 3 months at a time, while I stay with our pets and I am working with my nursing degree. A few months ago, John asked me to open the relationship because he was sexually unsatisfied while he was out of town. We laid down some ground rules and eventually he got a girlfriend who lived in one of the cities that he works at. And I sometimes have hookups or one-night stands. Well, recently his sister, Lizzie, called me crying and asked how I could cheat on John. I just kind of laughed and asked if she was serious, and she said that she heard from my friend that I was at a club with another man. Lizzie told me I had a week to tell John or she would, and hung up before I could explain everything. John was out of town for that week, so I didn't have much time to talk to him. But when he came back, he was exhausted from his work and didn't want to talk to me. The next day, I woke up with tons of texts and mixed calls, mostly from Lizzie and some mutual friends, calling me a cheating slut and saying I didn't deserve John. I woke him up and showed him the text, and he said, well, aren't you basically cheating? They're right that you're sleeping around, and left for the day. I tried to text Lizzie, but she kept telling me to stop making excuses and lying. Our mutual friends don't think John would even want to open the relationships and won't believe that he has a girlfriend. I've told John it's been hurting me and that we should consider closing our relationship and telling his friends and sisters the situation. But he says he can't cut off his girlfriend, and he also said he can't tell them he has an open relationship because people might judge or see him differently. But that's exactly what's happening to me. I just feel lost, like everyone is attacking me and no one will help. I stopped seeing my flings and my friends with benefits after explaining the situation, but John keeps seeing and messaging his girlfriend. Most of the texts are him complaining about how I just won't up to cheating, but I didn't even want to open the relationship to start with. He did.
Why do people suggest things and then later realize they're not okay with them and attack the person for doing this?
Because people suggest the things they want, but not what they want their partners to want.
But that's fucked up, though.
It's not about fucked up or not fucked up. You ask the question, why do people suggest things? I'll tell you why. Men, I think, suggest stuff that they want, but that they don't want their immediate partners wanting. They just want permission.
Well, then
let me make
that.
okay. Let me make this.
No,
even
I
easier.
get what you're saying.
No. Let me translate. Okay, ready? Yo, Lucinda, I work far from home, and I got needs. I'm only 28 years old. I need to start fucking on a daily basis, and I need you to sit home and be demure or whatever it is, and just fucking knit me some boots or whatever, and make sure the fucking pantry is full, so that when I come home every other weekend, I get some from you too.
But he didn't say that.
No, but that's what he wanted. So all I'm doing is saying what he thought. And now, what the problem with all of these is that it backfires. Because for whatever reason, you women think you're empowered nowadays and you can do all the shit men do. So women are like, yo, Billy, okay, I'll do that too. Now, here's where this all backfires on the Billies of the world, is that Billy should have remembered and realized that women don't have to even put up an effort to get laid.
Yeah.
any woman can, even Lizzo can get laid
But
if
the
they
thing
want
is,
to.
he has a girlfriend, a whole ass
that's
girlfriend.
different.
Okay,
that is worse than cheating.
Hold on.
He has a separate
Right.
relationship.
But hold on,
Emotionally
hold on.
connected as part
Exactly.
of
Oh,
it.
I can't drop my girlfriend.
Okay.
Shut the fuck up.
Oh my God. I don't know how serious it is. She may be describing it like that on the post to further justify how she feels. Okay. Because she also has to basically admit that she has, quote, flings and friends with benefits, which makes her even more of a whore.
Well, yeah, because they're both having an open relationship.
Let me ask you a different question.
Okay.
Forget about morality, what's right, what's wrong. If Billy Hurricane came up to you and he's like, yo, Hurricane, how about if we open our relationship and I can see other girls and you can see other guys? Okay.
My answer is no.
But my point is, if you agreed to it,
Right.
and he agreed to it, what? But let's say you didn't want to. Okay, that's the point. You just want to be with your man, but he's gonna go do what he's doing.
Okay.
What would you prefer? Would you prefer that he has a bunch of, quote, flings and friends with benefits, or he's got just one side chick, and that's
friends
it?
With benefits, because the friends with benefits, you fuck them by a girlfriend or a side relationship. There is feeling involved,
Right?
and that's
exactly.
There is an emotional bond there.
Oh,
There's a reason he keeps sleeping with her more and more.
Yeah, because she's a sunshine.
Yeah.
Exactly. So there's an emotional connection.
No, you don't understand the guy code. Sunshines are not emotional.
But it does. But there's a connection.
Yeah, it's called.
Exactly.
It's called
her
his
friends
penis
with
is being paid attention
she's
to.
fucking him one night stand.
No,
Bye.
no. That you know what? Those one night stands often don't end well. Don't always feel great. Okay, each one is selfish in there for their own reasons.
But if she's okay with that, that's fine. But the thing is, if this would happen to me, he also doesn't care that people are like, your wife's a whore and she's cheating on you.
Because she is.
He's cheating on her.
No,
Yeah,
he has
he created
permission.
this whole
He
thing.
has permission.
The way I would hack into his phone, his laptop, and get the messages from him and his girlfriend, pictures of him and his girlfriend, and I would send them to every single person in his fucking family. I would print that shit out, and I would go and throw it out in front of all of his family's houses, homes, in his office, his job, his clients. Yes, because he has a girlfriend, and if I'm gonna be exposed, so are you, bitch. Fuck you. I'm buying a billboard.
All we've learned
I
today.
see the fool that fucks around on you, Karina.
I know. All we've learned today
is that men are whores and
is
they can't
two
take it
things.
when their women can get other men.
No. What we've learned today is two things. Number one, Hurricane will never be in an open relationship.
Fuck no.
And number two, Hurricane will be on trial for murder one day. And I will.
But I have a good lawyer.
Yeah, and I will likely have to step in to defend. And God forbid these podcast episodes are used as evidence.
Oh, jeez. This is all alleged.
Right,
I
and
would not
for
do
entertainment
this.
purposes only.
Entertainment
right?
this is a
we're
joke.
For wrestling, for
Exactly.
entertainment.
Exactly. Do not try this at home. All right. Are you ready to move on then?
Yes.
Okay. Title of this one is, Am I the asshole for wanting a poly relationship? Polygamous.
Polyamorous or polygamous?
Polygamous.
Okay, so all right, that's the Mormon thing again?
Yeah.
All right.
Me, 21, and my fiance, 22, have been together since high school, and we have one child together. We've never had massive fights or issues and have always been happy together except with one thing, which is the bedroom. He was a virgin when we got together, and he was the first person I was with willingly in that way. I don't know what she meant by that, but we're not gonna go into that.
Yeah, I was gonna say that probably doesn't sound very good.
We're gonna ignore that one though.
Yeah, okay.
He is very vanilla. He only likes missionary, doggy style, and cowgirl. While I enjoy those things, I love BDSM. You know what that is?
Yeah.
Okay, great. So she's like the ropes, the chains, the paddles, collars, all of that shit, right? Not only that, but he will not do any pegging, which is something I really want to do. She wants to fuck me. That's fucking crazy. He has always finished before me. Yeah, I know. His face. He has always finished before me and is never able to go more than one round. And the sex happens once every 2 weeks almost. This past year, I felt like my needs are not being met. And I recently told him that I started to feel like it's affecting me so much that it makes me not want to do it with him anymore. In order to spice things up, I offered a threesome with another man. I even offered to do it 2 threesomes so that he could get one with the girl as well, so it could be fair. He said he would think about it. Later on, I let him know that I was interested in a poly relationship with another man and explained to him how it would be if he decided to say yes. He agreed to it and said that he would think about it as well. When he finally gave me his answer, I was obviously happy because my needs were going to finally be met. Then an hour later, after I had already let our mutual friend know, that's going to be, I guess, her boyfriend, he changed his mind. He said he couldn't do it and it was uncomfortable. I was upset because he had went back on his word when he could have just said no. The next day, I was still very upset, and that night he said he wanted to talk again. He said he wanted to try the things that I love and enjoy, and if he could handle, then we can just do if he couldn't handle it, then we could do the poly relationship where he couldn't feel that need. I figured this was fair and agreed. We tried and he hated every single second of it. He even swore he would never do those things again. When I asked him if he was going to keep his word, he said he would because fuck those things, he can't take it. I let our friend know again that my fiance had changed his mind again. Well, this morning when he left for work, he slammed the front door, waking me and our child. 20 minutes later, he called me and said that he would keep his word and allow the poly relationship, but if I did anything with our friend, he would no longer want me. When I asked him if that meant he would fulfill my needs, his exact words were, absolutely not. You know I hated that shit. You're just going to have to deal. I am very upset and torn, and I have no idea what to do. Everything else in our relationship is perfect except for sex, which to me is one of the most important things. I love him and I don't want to lose him, but I no longer can let my needs go unaddressed. Am I the asshole here?
That's pretty sad if you're that young and you're only having sex like once every 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Like, damn.
Yeah. At 22, her sexual needs are not being met at 22.
That's crazy. I have never heard of a man in his early 20s that did not want to do it like multiple times a day.
He may have a testosterone issue.
Yeah.
That's
probably something going on.
I just feel like they're not meant to be if sex is that important to her.
No, I think sex is probably very important to most young couples, and that is a building block of a lot of relationships. You know, physical intimacy is as important, if not more important in some areas, in some ways, than emotional intimacy. I think what might be happening is he may be a little uncomfortable with what she wants.
Yeah,
right?
Clearly is.
Not everybody is able to expand their horizons.
Not everyone wants to get paid.
Well,
I can't blame the guy for that.
Nobody I know wants that.
Okay? Exactly.
But even if you took that off the table and changed that out of the equation, I just think that this is really more about their not communicating well.
Yeah.
The fact that he's sort of willing to like get out of his comfort zone.
He tried.
Yeah, that's a good step.
Yeah.
And her getting mad because he went back on his word, that's not why she's mad.
No,
she's mad because she already started dreaming of getting dicked by somebody else.
Yeah.
Right? And that's all that is, okay? That's just sour grapes.
Yeah.
So, whore Lucinda needs to grow up, okay? Or
and Vanilla Billy?
Kink Lucinda.
And Vanilla Billy?
Needs to grow up.
Kink Lucinda and Vanilla Billy.
Right, that's fine. Vanilla Billy can be vanilla. And you know what? Vanilla Billy can sprinkle a little bit of, rainbow sprinkles and try to help himself a little bit. My whole point here is this. I think that this is sort of a common theme where really this comes down to sexual dissatisfaction.
Yeah.
Right? A lot of people really make it an issue of urgency if their needs aren't met, their physical needs, okay? I get it. Like, nobody wants to be in a frustrated marriage.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody wants to be in a sexless marriage. Nobody wants to be in a sexless relationship. What people don't often understand, or I should say don't take into consideration, is that there's so much more to a relationship than the physical side.
Mm-hmm.
And the physical intimacy or physical aspects of a relationship, I think, are usually much better when there's a close emotional connection between the parties.
Right.
Otherwise, and now I'm not making a joke, otherwise it's basically just going to get a hooker.
Yeah.
Right? You just want physical needs met. That's all that is.
Yeah.
So I'm not shitting on whore Lucinda too much because at least she's being kind of honest.
Kinky Lucinda.
Whatever. She's kind of being honest, but I do think that there's probably a lot more behind this.
Yeah.
And again, this may be a combo where maybe he does have like a low testosterone,
maybe she's
issue.
a sex addict.
I don't know about an addict, but it's possible that she's like so beyond.
But remember, she had trauma from that. We didn't talk about it, but I feel like that trauma might have made.
It's actually not that uncommon for people who have been abused.
Yeah.
Some unusual.
Yeah. That's what I was going to tie it to. And that's probably why she's like that too. It might not just be that that's what she likes. It just might be, like she said, willingly. It was like unwillingly, it was a lot before. So I think that might be it. I don't think she's the asshole per se. I just don't think they're meant to be.
I agree. These two are not well matched.
They're not. They're just. She won't. She won't be happy. He won't be happy. I just think they're not meant to be.
Yeah, but
sad they have a child.
Well, here's the thing. I don't think it's impossible for people to kind of broaden certain sexual horizons without completely losing whatever sense of their own sort of comfort zone they have. It's really a question of sort of giving it that old college try, right? He may find that he likes being in a more dominant position, especially if he's sort of a bitch like normally. No, I'm serious. Or vice versa. She may be so in like the kind of job where she has to always like yes sir, no sir, and she may want to be in control.
Yeah.
And a lot of that is not necessarily sexual, it's more psychological.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So I think if he understood it from that perspective, he might be a bit more willing to kind of give it a shot. And then they could discuss some certain boundaries. But I'm going to be frank when I say that when you get to the point where you're starting to introduce the idea of a third party, and it's no longer just between them, I do think that's where it gets beyond uncomfortable and likely where he's like, I can't do this.
Yeah.
I bet you that's the deal breaker. It's not, I want you to whip me or put on the fucking, leather mask or whatever it is. It's not it. It's, I want to bring, brother, Willie.
Yeah.
So we got Willie and Billy. That's what I think freaked him out.
I don't think he wants to do any of it. I don't know. Some people are just more traditional.
Yeah.
That's just the way they're wired.
Yeah. Maybe just, I don't think he wanted to do any of it. But I do think that the friend Willie was also a breaking point, though. Like, he kind of was, nah.
Yeah, that was a tipping point.
Yeah, that was a tipping point. So, I do think both of them, maybe a sex therapist could help. I don't know. Maybe.
I don't see this guy being willing to go to a sex therapist. He's going to be too uncomfortable.
Yeah. So, all right, next one then.
Oh, are we giving dingleberries? I forgot on this one.
You can. I don't think she's the asshole. I just think that.
It seems just kind of like a tragic situation. This one,
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't know that anybody's the asshole. I just think that she. Yeah. No, but I do think that hoary Lucinda kind of pushed it a little too far. Mm-hmm. And then like making him feel bad for basically not wanting to watch her get fucked by some other man. Probably isn't an abnormal reaction.
Yeah, probably not.
So that's why I'm like,
most men would be.
Yeah, like I don't know anybody that would be like, yeah, fine, that's cool.
Yeah.
No. Yeah. So I think that she kind of went a little bit overboard. So if I were to award any dingleberries, it would really be to her. Maybe just like 1.25.
I won't, just because maybe she's just sexually frustrated. Again, she's her she's very frustrated. Exactly. He's satisfied, right? Every time. She's not. So that's maybe why she blew up, So, but all right, next one then, guys. Title is, Am I the Asshole for Not Wanting My Dad and Uncle's poly partners at my wedding? Okay. I, 27 female, am getting married in a few months. My dad's side of the family has a very normalized multiple wife/girlfriend's way of life. My grandfather had 2 women he called his wives in addition to my grandmother, which was his actual wife, and a girlfriend. After my grandfather died in 2014, my grandmother came out and said that she had never agreed to that relationship and had been trapped because she had my dad too young and was forced to marry my grandfather. My dad and his 2 younger brothers shunned her and cut contact after she said this.
Oh boy.
About a year later, with my dad, About a year later, my mom said the same thing and filed for a divorce. After they divorced, I ended up going no contact with my dad for several years until he finally reached out to me in 2019 because he was diagnosed with cancer. We have since redeveloped a relationship, but I'm clear that I have no interest in meeting his 3 girlfriends. When we sent out wedding invitations, we offered all the adults a single +1 option. There was no issue at that time. Well, then my dad called this week asking about how far our venue was from a specific road because he was struggling to find an Airbnb big enough for him and his brothers. I was confused because I assumed there would be a max of 6 people, and I knew several Airbnbs in that area. He then said that he was bringing all 3 of his girlfriends. My Uncle 1 was bringing his wife and his girlfriend, and Uncle 2 was bringing both of his girlfriends as well. I calmly reminded him that he was only allowed a single +1, and I was not going to pay for 4 extra women I had never met to drink and eat at my wedding.
You want right? This is a money issue because I swear this could have been written by HR.
That is the issue. That is. He said he said he thought the +1 was a joke because he knew my mom was bringing her husband as well as her 6-year-old and newborn. So he assumed he also got the 3 guests as well. I said 2 children who I'm very close to and related to, and one of them is my flower girl, were completely different to 4 extra random women that they're sleeping with. He then flipped his shit and accused me of discriminating against his lifestyle and siding with my mom and holding a grudge about their divorce. Am I the asshole for not letting him bring extra guests?
Oh my God, this guy has got some moxie. He's comparing
he's not the asshole.
Girlfriends to the children.
Yeah, she's not the asshole.
Yeah, this is crazy.
Oh, that poor girl.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Dad's like, no, I'm bringing all 3 of my girlfriends. Your other uncles are bringing both of their girlfriends and their wives. So make room.
What a crazy fucked up family.
This is what you were talking about, huh? The sister wives?
Yeah. Now that's kind of interesting. That's kind of funny. But I'm telling you, like, there's a reason she added that cost bit into this post.
That was my favorite part.
Yeah, I can't get past that. I just want to know, like, if there's a way to reply, like, yo, Lucinda, we do this podcast, and Eric's an attorney. How much per head? I'll cover that cost.
You know that would be me too, because I wouldn't care about the morality of it. It's just like I gotta have to pay 10 extra people.
I'm just saying, like look. I'm not gonna lie. I want the follow up on this after the show ends. I'll pay for those fucking guests.
I would love to see.
I feel like we should all go to the wedding.
I don't need to be at the wedding, but I'll pay for those guests.
Go to that wedding.
Right?
As long as I can get an update about it. Look, in all seriousness, it's one of those weird. Again, I know that there is not a single state in the United States where you can marry multiple women,
right,
and be married concurrently at the same time. I know that there are sects of Mormonism where polygamy is acceptable and it's like a normal way of life. I think the bigger problem, and I think this is a lot of why the states are so against it, is a lot of these sister wives are young, indoctrinated girls that don't feel like they have a choice, or they're obeying their parents, or believe that they're, meant for the prophet, or whoever the fuck they call themselves, the leaders or whatever, the elders, whatever. And often by the time they are old enough and mature enough and smart enough to understand why they are where they are and what got them to this, like this other one was saying, like grandma's trapped. They have kids now, they have this, they may not have a means of making an income or a living for themselves. The idea of, okay, I can get out of this crazy relationship, but I'll be like homeless, broke with children, and hubby's gonna basically tell me to go fuck off.
Right.
I think it's a lot for anyone to kind of bear.
So I found out how much each meal is.
Oh.
She said.
That's the important part.
She said, I didn't want to give an open invitation because the meals are from $100 to $200 a person, and we just can't afford to let everyone bring whomever they like.
Yeah, Lucinda, I'll Venmo her $400 now.
No.
Okay.
No. Someone also commented and asked, like, is she not afraid that her dad's going to just, like, excommunicate her again, right? She said, no, we aren't even religious. Neither are my dad or my uncles, so no worry of excommunications. He won't even disown me because he has no money, and he has admitted he relies on me every day to provide for him.
God.
Oh, that's a different problem.
Support this?
Yeah,
too?
she.
Did you catch the part about not being excommunicated because they're not religious? Yeah. That means he just wants a bunch of girlfriends.
Yeah. Yeah. There's another comment where she says, my grandfather had a little bit of Mormonism in him, but it kind of just dwindled out. Yeah. Now it's just an excuse. Yes.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow. This dad is just something.
Yep. All right. You ready for the next one then?
Yes.
Okay. Am I the asshole for asking my sister to be discreet about her polyamorous male-female-female relationship in front of our kids? Okay.
Oh.
My family is going on a group vacation this summer. We are pooling our resources to rent a nice property on the beach for a week. My husband and I, unfortunately, taking the lead on planning and organization. It will be me, my husband, our 2 kids, my brother, his wife, their 3 kids, plus my parents. Kids' age range from 3 to 9. In addition, my sister, her husband, and their girlfriend are invited. We initially only invited my sister and her husband, but my sister insisted that their girlfriend, who I think they've been dating for 9 months or so, be included as well. My sister is in a polyamorous relationship, and although my family and I don't get all of the nuances, we have tried to be understanding. So as a compromise, we said that her girlfriend could come, but we asked that everyone please refrain from any PDA in front of the kids. We are planning to just refer to the girlfriend as a friend of the family. My sister was not happy with this suggestion and is now, once again, saying that she will not go on the trip under these circumstances. At this point, everyone else is exhausted with the subject and all for letting her exclude herself from the trip. I'm conflicted, though. She's my sister, and I obviously love her. But I also think my other family members are trying their best in a touchy situation. Are we wrong here?
I don't think it's wrong to ask for a little discretion.
So I'm going to play devil's advocate here, right? This is kind of when you, like, tell kids, like, don't explain to them you're gay. Don't tell them that, and that's your boyfriend.
Thinking about that.
So
if it was the same.
That's what I was thinking. That's what I got from this story.
Yeah.
Would you say that to your sister if she was gay? Because it's kind of the same thing.
No, it's not.
No, but, like,
it's not even close to the same thing.
No,
Hurricane.
not like that way. I'm just saying, like, would you ask her to hide that? That's another, like, sexual preference.
Right. Okay, well, but let me.
Yeah,
all right,
I hear what you're saying, and the same thought crossed my mind.
Let me tell you where I think the big difference here is.
Okay.
I'm being serious. I don't believe homosexuality or lesbianism is a choice. Right. I really believe people are born that way.
You're right.
I think people that get into these types of relationships do so by choice.
That's true.
You're not born desiring only threesomes.
Yeah.
Or whatever. So that's why I think when it's, do I tell about my uncle or my brother's gay?
Right.
I think it's much different because, again, and that's really more about tolerance and understanding that people are born how they're born. It's not a choice, you know.
Right.
And we should, this is different. This is literally a choice of being a deviant.
Yeah.
Right. If you want to call it that.
Yeah.
Look, don't get me wrong. I got no qualms with the male, female threesomes. Okay. The MMF ones are a different situation, right? But guy and two girls, hey, have at it. And no, I wouldn't tell my fucking little niece and nephew what's up.
So you don't think she's the asshole?
No. Yeah. But again, because this is a different type of situation.
I was just asking if you don't think she's the asshole in general.
Yeah. No, that's what I'm saying.
Forget what we said.
No. Okay. I don't think she's the asshole in this one.
You would do the same thing.
Yes. I would not tell the kids. I wouldn't want my kids or any nephew or niece to.
And I get that because I feel like a kid at 3 years old is not going to understand why you have a wife and a girlfriend.
Not only won't they understand, but kids at that age repeat fucking everything.
Yes.
Okay, we called my nephew the other day just to say hi.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, God, what did you do now?
No.
Oh.
Because I had seen him the week before.
Okay.
I was in Vegas. HR was with me, right? Hi, Micah. How you doing? Okay. Hi, Uncle Eric. Hi, Vusi. Everything's fine. Okay, good. Everything's fine. Hey, Micah, and then he said, I had a nice time seeing you.
Aww.
I said, oh, thanks, Micah. And he says, my mom told me to say that.
Oh. He's so cute.
Right? But that's my point. Kids don't get it.
Yeah. They're so honest.
They are. They're so honest.
So imagine, hi, Miss Val. Oh, hi, little Billy. How was your weekend? Oh, fine. I found out my uncle has 2 girlfriends.
A wife and a girlfriend.
You know what I mean? Or whatever. I found out my
aunt.
That's
what I'm saying. A 3-year-old.
Oh, I'm sure teachers hear all the shit.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just saying, that's my point. I just don't think this is the kind of thing that needs to be.
It's like every teacher says, like, I will believe everything they say about you if you don't believe everything they say about me.
Exactly. Yeah. So, yeah, I get where you're coming from. And I feel like, especially since the kids are so little, that would be, like, for me kind of the thing. Yeah. I don't think she's the asshole. I also don't think the girlfriend should be brought on this trip if it's a family, but I don't know.
That's a different question.
In my mind, like having a threesome kind of falls more into the line of like kink than like
having a live-in girlfriend.
Yeah, than just
I'll tell you what.
Gay or bi or.
It's possible that this girlfriend is actually attracted to both, and both are attracted to her.
Right.
There was a movie that came out a while ago called Savages.
Okay.
And it starred Blake Lively. I don't remember the male stars. They were nobody's, but basically she played this like very eclectic sort of open-minded woman that had an ongoing concurrent relationship with 2 men. One was like sort of the animal and the rough and rugged. The other was like the gentle, sweet, whatever. And she's like the yin and the yang, and they were both very much in love with her. She was both very much in love with both of them. She ended up getting kidnapped by a Mexican cartel. Selma Hayek was in it. She played like the kingpin of the cartel.
She ended up getting kidnapped.
No, but the point is that was the kind of relationship where everybody was on board and accepted. There was no jealousy.
And that's the type of material.
Right? But that doesn't mean kids understand that.
No, exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
Or are mature enough to even comprehend.
Exactly.
So that's why I don't think anybody here is the asshole. There's no dingleberry. Now, Feldman scale, I got to think about that for a minute. If they had actually said something to the kid and the kid had like asked his teacher, like, yo, Miss Lucinda, what does this mean? That'd be different.
Right.
I don't even know if it raises to the Feldman bar at this point.
For you to be like, hey, I need you to just.
Like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, shut the fuck up.
Right.
We're going to say that's a family friend. You shut the fuck up.
Right.
No PDA in front of the kid.
They shouldn't want to bring the extra person because the kid is going to spend the entire time asking questions.
Yes.
Like their whole trip is going to be consumed by the kid asking questions.
Yeah, especially that 3-year-old.
Yes. That they'll never be able to understand.
Again, I'll agree with you on like the 8. Yeah.
It's just, again, a tiny sprinkle of shamelessness.
Yeah.
To even have to tell.
Yeah.
Like, yo, if anybody asks,
like if
that's the fucking story.
Yeah, if you're bringing her, I guess.
But I don't know that anybody's the asshole in this one.
All right, next one then.
All right.
Am I the asshole? I'm in a poly relationship, but I don't allow my girlfriends to have sex with other guys.
Spot on.
Finally,
fucking honesty. I don't even need to hear the rest. Good on you, bro, Billy. That's exactly right.
He's asking if he's the asshole, though.
No.
I'm in a
You
polyamorous
are a
relationship.
bleached, clean, shaved, and waxed, delectable asshole. You're not a nasty asshole at all. Good on you.
That was so specific.
I know.
I'm sorry.
I know.
Because TikTok has these like hair trimmers now, and they literally say you can even trim your butt and it won't hurt yourself.
Oh, there you go.
Good to know.
No, I didn't order it, but I'm definitely the guy that orders like stupid TikTok stuff.
Yes,
like
you
this.
are.
Yeah, you are.
But I didn't get that. But that's just
Proud
remind
of
me.
you.
Just remind me. But that's go ahead.
All right. I'm in a polyamorous relationship, and currently I'm dating 2 women, both of whom I would marry if it were possible. We all live together, though
Why
they.
isn't it possible? Is it not legal to get married to any one of them, or he can't?
I think it means both. Like, you can't marry both of them. Yeah.
You just can't choose. Okay.
Yeah. We all live together, though they don't have a romantic or physical relationship with each other. They are best friends, but are not attracted to one another. Both of them occasionally date other women that they meet on Tinder, but most of these flings only last one night, with the occasional month-long relationship. Right now, they each have someone they see every couple of weeks. I first got into polyamory at 18 when I was dating someone I deeply loved. She always wanted to explore other partners, and it took me a while to agree. Eventually, we opened the relationship, but when she started getting involved with another guy, I told her I wasn't comfortable with it anymore. She agreed, but later suggested that we start discussing our other partners. I reluctantly went along with the change, and when we shared, I felt guilty because while she had been with 5 people, I had been with about 4 times that. Well, the next day, I had walked over to her room, and I found her being fucked by another guy. I was so upset that I broke up with her on the spot and never spoke to her again. They knew how I felt about sleeping with other men, and she did it anyways. A lot of my friends are calling me the asshole because I get to fuck other women, but they don't get to fuck other men. Am I the asshole here?
Yes, but he's an honest asshole.
He's an honest asshole, but he's still the asshole, yes.
Yeah.
So I think he is the asshole. You can't...
I'll give him some credit for owning it.
Yeah. So, that's...
kind of owning it. He's
kind
not
of, yeah.
The asshole, but...
Thoughts?
He's not the asshole. You know why he's not the asshole?
Why? Because he's owning it?
No, because they knew ahead of time.
That's what I was going to say, too. He told them that,
He just blew up out of nowhere because he stumbled in on Lucinda getting dick from a random Billy,
Mm-hmm.
and then broke up and did all that. I would be much more willing to cast him the asshole.
Right.
They knew how he felt, and they were willing to go along with it until they didn't.
You know what? Because a lot of women are idiots and they think they can date a man.
Yeah, they think
Like,
that, that'll change.
will
Yeah,
make him
yeah,
change.
yeah.
You know what? That's a
Yeah.
different, and you're probably right, but that's a different issue. So
Yeah.
in other words, the fact that he communicates, so that's what should have happened.
Yeah.
Slut Lucinda should have been like, yo, Billy, I'm thinking about having sex with other guys. It's going to be a problem. Because you do it, I think it's only fair. And then at that point, he said, like, no, that's a deal breaker. Okay, then she has a choice to break up.
Right, to break up, yeah.
Basically, what she did was went behind his back. And even though he's doing the same thing, he's open about it, and she knows.
Right.
That's why she's the asshole. Not because, and this is important because I knew what you guys were thinking. It's not because I think it's okay for men to do that, not for women. Even though it is. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, the ground rules were known. Everybody sort of accepted it, and then she just decided she didn't want to do that anymore. And rather than say,
hey,
well, Billy,
let's talk about it. Yeah.
This, right. She just said, fuck it, I'm just going to go do it.
Yeah.
And then played the card like, well, you do it. No. That when people respond like that, like, hey, did you forget to take out the trash?
Yeah.
You forget all the time. Okay.
Yeah.
It's not what I fucking asked you.
Yeah.
I asked, did you forget, right?
Yeah.
People, so that's deflecting.
Yeah.
So Slut Lucinda's deflecting just because
Slut Billy.
Just because
Slut
Billy does that, okay? No, he would be Slut Billy if he did it without them knowing.
Still slut.
If he was out whoring it up.
Honest slut, but he's a slut.
No, he's Player Billy, and whore Lucinda went off behind Player Billy's back. So, yeah, she's the asshole. And let me tell you, as long as I'm on it, she's a 4 dingleberry asshole for doing that. I give him no dingleberries. He was open and honest. They knew the
That's
deal.
the part where I can't be like, he really is the asshole. Because
guess what?
Thinking of it, yes, he's the asshole for even saying that, but they agreed.
Right. Before this all started,
they had a conversation. Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
And all they had to do was be like, yo, Billy, I'm not comfortable with this anymore.
Exactly.
I can't get my
Exactly.
dick. That's all that should have happened.
Yeah.
That's why. And by the way, I'm giving Slut Lucinda a 5 on the Feldman scale. Because she could have talked it out, and there would have been any drama.
She also could have fucked the man in someone else's room other than hers when they all lived together.
That's another point.
Yeah, that was just stupid.
Yeah. All right. Next one, or we have more comments?
No.
Next one?
I think we
okay. This one's titled, Am I the asshole for not informing my half-sister about her husband's second family?
Before you do that, sorry, can we just rewind to that last one for a second?
Sure.
I forgot a point that I meant to make, but then I got carried away with the other thing. You know what that's almost like?
What is it almost like?
It's almost like when you've got a cringy sister-in-law that rather than fucking some random in her side room, basically brings less limbed people into your house, eats all your food, and then gets mad at you for getting mad.
Yeah.
Almost like
the less limbed have to eat too.
Yeah, they do.
Justice for the less limbed.
That's right. It's almost like that. Not quite. It's almost that.
Exactly. All right, next one. Should I read the title again?
Yes.
Okay. Am I the asshole for not informing my half-sister about her husband's second family? Okay.
Okay. I this one, I have to hear the whole story.
Yeah, you do.
All right. Go ahead.
Okay. I, 35 female, am a doctor who owns a small practice in my locality and also work at the government hospital. In my country, polygamy is prevalent and legal. My dad married a second wife.
In her country.
I don't know what country she might be in.
India.
I don't know. She wrote good English, so I don't know.
Well, she's a doctor.
No, that too. Yeah, that could be.
I'm trying to think of what countries have multiple
I don't know. We're
wives.
going to have to get that.
And a lot of the Arabic countries.
Yeah, it might be that. I have no idea.
And they like to diddle little boys too. Did I say that on the? I'm sorry.
Dude,
Oops.
you've never said
You know, Yasser Arafat.
Oh my God.
That was a
Why are you
rumor for
going down
years.
the
He was the former head of the Palestinian Liberation Organization before he died. By the way, when his wife was a fucking Swiss bitch from Geneva, the least Arab ethnic woman you could marry.
Geneva.
Right? He went all white bread, and when he died, there was something like 96 million in one of her accounts.
Wow.
Yeah, but all those people still starving. And it was well documented and known that he loved little boys. Okay, go ahead.
Oh, there's a bunch of places where it's legal.
Oh, where is it?
It's legal in West and Central Africa, South Africa, in Arab countries.
Okay, you know what? It doesn't fucking matter. Anyway.
Okay, let's continue then. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we can continue. It's okay.
Okay.
She said, my dad married a second wife, and I have a couple of half siblings. Also, I am from a very patriarchal family where family issues are discussed and solved by the male members of the family.
As they should be.
A few years back, a kid was brought into the hospital after falling from the monkey bars at school. Parent shows up, and my brother-in-law, husband to my half-sister, is the father. We did not interact beyond doctor-patient, and after a few months, when he realized I had not mentioned it to my sister, he switched to bring his wife and his two kids from the second family to my private practice, as it is much closer and faster and better service than the government hospital. My last receptionist was fired after I found out she had been stealing money from the clinic, and she had bought medicine from the pharmacy and then sold them for higher margins online. I took legal actions against her because she also bought my prescription-only medications known to be highly abused and sold it. As revenge, I guess she informed my half-sister about her husband's second family and that I am listed as their insurance as their primary doctor. I just treated the kid after the accident and followed protocol for the subsequent checkups. However, I am aware that they visit the clinic for the pediatrician and the dental checkups. She came to my clinic, caused a huge scene, and apparently also went to the kid's school and caused a scene there as well. If I didn't let her know, which I wouldn't have anyways, my brother-in-law could have reported my clinic for breaking confidentiality, and I could have lost my private practice license. My paternal family and my half-siblings are all calling me the asshole for not letting her know about her husband's second family and for treating the child. I do not particularly care for that second family, but my friends also think that I did it out of spite and pettiness. I did not. My family has called a family meeting where I was told I need to be ready to apologize to my half-sister and that I need to be more honest about any other secrets that I know. I might not even show up, honestly. I'm too swamped from cases and the current virus, and honestly, I do not care to make time for more people to point fingers at me. I might be the asshole for not letting her know, but I did not want the drama that comes with that, and I do not care for it. But honestly, I want to know from you. Do you think I'm the asshole?
So, okay, I'm so a little unclear on this situation.
So doctor, runs her own practice, right? Yeah. She got a kid brought in. Okay, kid fell off, monkey bars, had to get treatment. When the parents showed up, it was her brother-in-law, her half-sister's husband. She didn't tell her that because she could lose her license. She could lose her private practice. But her receptionist did some shady shit, started stealing drugs, stealing money. So she fired her, took legal action against her. She, out of spite, went and told half-sister, hey, your husband has a second family, your sister knew about it, that's their primary doctor, and she didn't tell you about it.
There's no such thing as house.
Yes.
Okay.
So that's how they found out.
Okay.
Now the family's saying she's the asshole for not telling her.
But I don't think she was able to.
No,
right?
HIPAA.
I mean, she
HIPAA.
She legally
Exactly,
could, right?
HIPAA.
It's kind of a no-brainer.
Yeah.
She just legally
Would
you tell Josh, though?
So here, that's a really... hard question.
Right.
Okay, it's like, for example, one of the things they asked you in law school, right, hypothetically, is would you, if you were a police officer, pulled over your mother for speeding, would you give her a ticket?
Right.
Right. And it's not quite the same thing, but it's like, of course I would.
Exactly.
I want you to be honest.
Right.
Now, if mom was drunk, I wouldn't let her operate the vehicle.
Right.
That wouldn't be because she's breaking the law. It'd be because I was concerned for her safety.
Exactly.
Right? Am I going to give my mother a ticket? No.
Are you going to give her a DUI? No. Exactly. Exactly.
So that's my point. Like, I would protect her to the extent I could.
Right.
Right? I would not get her in further trouble.
Okay.
Now, Doc Lucinda has a different dilemma in that legally she cannot disclose.
Exactly.
The fact that one of her employees did might actually give her liability.
That too, yeah.
It's like if one of my firm employees disclosed confidential client information to opposing counsel.
Yeah. Exactly.
When they quit, I could get in trouble for that. But not nearly in as much trouble as a former employee would get in.
Exactly.
But yeah, that could all be tied in. So at the end of the day, I don't think Doc Lucinda's the asshole here.
Yeah, I don't either.
Only because legally she couldn't do it. And if you want to take the approach of look at the greater good, if she is a government doctor as well, so that means she treats people with no insurance or no the inability to pay. She has a small community clinic. Okay, she's probably doing more good than she's doing harm.
Yeah.
Get off her fucking back.
Yeah.
Right? Bros before hoes. Well, her bro came before. She's a solid family member, but more importantly, she's bound by HIPAA.
Exactly.
She can't say shit. She can't do shit, even if she wanted to.
Exactly.
So, no, I'm giving her no dingleberries.
Exactly. I'm giving the family 5.
That's a different issue. But and I'm giving her a 10 on the Feldman.
Yeah.
No shame. Fired drug-seeking employee Lucinda, she gets 5 dingleberries and 0 on the Feldman scale.
Yeah, she didn't give a fuck.
All right, and no shame.
Yeah. Stole money, stole drugs, sold the drugs.
And then it's like, oh, you want to report me? Watch this.
Watch this, bitch.
0 on the scale.
That was crazy.
The only thing this person did wrong is hire the wrong person.
Yeah. Yeah. That was what she did wrong. She should have got a different receptionist. So, yeah. All right. Next one. Title is, Today I Fucked Up by Opening Up My Marriage. Me, female 30, and my husband, male 43, have been together 15 years, married for 10.
Whoa. She's 30
and he's 43.
No, she's 30 and they've been married and they've been together 15 years.
Yeah, she was 15.
And my God! That means he was 28.
I can't math, but yeah, I just know that half of 30 is 15.
Oh dear.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's the first one.
Yeah.
Okay. That's a whole story right there.
Yeah.
And somehow she's in trouble.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. This one's crazy. Just don't read ahead though.
I can't see that part, sweetie. I can't.
I'm going to get a privacy screen for the laptop.
I swear.
Okay. To say our time together has been great would be a lie. We have our issues like every other couple does, and we don't allow it to sway each other apart. But today was the first time in 10 years that I've considered divorce. A few months ago, me and my husband agreed to an open marriage. The decision was purely on his part, and my decision was highly influenced by his constant nagging. But I digress. Recently, my husband has been coming home in a mood I believe work was getting to him, but today he came home in a very good mood. I knew this must have meant he found a woman. There was no other possibility.
Oh my God.
So, that's very true. You know what the difference is between me and Billy? I come home in a good mood like that. It's because I found a fucking, chili dog.
Oh, I thought it was because you won at poker.
No, that too. Oh my God. Poor HR. When I come home from a home game and it's like 1:30 in the morning and I won, even I will admit that I am so fucking obnoxious. She'll tell you one day maybe, but
I'm sorry, HR.
I skip around.
He should. Can you record next time? Record him.
All right.
There you go. That's going on the firm Instagram.
All right. Sorry.
Okay. She said, I knew this must have meant he found another woman. There was no other possibility, so I asked him what had him feel him so great. His response made my stomach drop. It was my sister, 18 female. That's what he answered, like, your sister. She's 18. That's what she said. She's 18. I saw red.
The Chili has a thing with the youngins. Oh, God.
I began screaming and calling him names that I'm not going to repeat here. It ended in me packing a bag and leaving. I just couldn't believe it. My teenage sister and my husband.
So hold on. Sorry. So, scorned Lucinda has no issue with posting it to Reddit, but she can't tell us the words she
I guess not. No.
Okay. By the way, this post is full of all sorts of weird.
Oh, it gets better. It gets better.
Okay.
She said he has I feel disgusting. He hasn't contacted me in the few hours that I've been gone. I'm typing this, sat in a Starbucks parking lot. I think I should tell our parents, but they don't believe my sister can do any harm. They had me accidentally when they were really young, whereas my sister was planned. So there's an update. Do you guys want to give opinions now, or you want the update?
I think I need to hear the
Okay.
update on this one.
Now for the update. I decided to speak to my sister despite mine and her differences. When I asked her what she was thinking, she didn't even know what I was talking about. And that was when she showed me a bunch of one-sided text messages from my husband.
Oh.
She told me that he had made an advance on her and she rejected him, thank God, which led to the question, why was he so happy and why did he lie?
Yeah.
I told my sister to block him before arranging a chat with him. I chose to meet up in a public park. I just don't feel safe around him anymore. When we met up, I flat out asked why he lied. He denied it for some time before giving in after I told him my sister told me everything. He said because me and my sister weren't close, he thought that I wouldn't have thought I would go to her. And that, well, I guess he didn't think she would go to her. And that he lied to test the waters. He had his eye on her for some time and he wanted to see how I would react. After this, there was a lot of him telling me that I was overreacting. I wrapped up the conversation and told him I was seeking a divorce. I knew I was young when we got married. It never hit me how much of a sick pervert he actually is.
Oh, God. I'm glad she finally realized it. I mean...
Eric's face.
The update helps.
He was pervy from the start.
Yeah.
Right?
And it just got worse.
Yeah, it got worse. I mean, first of all, the only reason that he would be happy is if he found a woman. That's what she thought.
Yeah.
And
I
then...
mean, a girl.
A girl.
A girl. Yes,
let's
a
be
girl.
real.
Like
A girl,
she,
yeah.
She knew that he had big
All
girl.
he did at this point was
Yeah.
like make sure she wasn't illegal.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
literally,
18?
like, right.
And she was even illegal.
Right.
15,
There
yeah.
may have been,
You're right.
Had her
quietly
eye on her for a
grooming
while,
right,
yeah.
Before that.
Oh,
Yeah.
so gross.
It
Yeah.
It's just so much gross.
Yeah.
It is.
Oh.
That's terrible. And by the way, I will say, and I'm not defending pervert Billy.
Mhm.
He probably was the most honest with her when they finally sat down. He was like, "Yeah, I wanted to see how you react."
Yeah. Well, that was after she caught him cheating.
No,
I mean,
know,
like lying about it.
All right.
You know, but that's
Yeah.
I'm saying.
All right. Well, you know it's bad when Eric can't even make it.
Yeah, he
No,
can't.
I mean, that's
Yeah, that shit was so crazy to me. And like, you know, it's like
Ugh.
she probably didn't even realize again how pervy he was just because they've been married since she was 15.
Well, she was
I mean,
really-
they've been together since she was 15.
brainwashed. In a way.
Yeah.
And she's a kid.
Yeah. So, and it's like your sister?
Where the fuck are these parents?
Exactly. Yeah, that one was.
Yeah, that was. I mean, I'll just for the sake of continuity podcast, I'm going to give pervert Billy 5 dingleberries.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Same.
No, big time.
And I'm gonna give him a 0 on the Feldman scale.
Yep.
Very like no shame.
Yeah.
At all.
Yeah.
Not
She
only
didn't fuck up.
No, and I will say it's actually really, it's a little relieving and refreshing that little sister was like, "Fuck that guy," and showed her the
Like this,
reality of
all
it.
just him talking to himself.
Yeah, like I'm really glad that that's how that turned
Yeah.
out. It would have been way worse
Yeah.
if she had looked at the text and it would have been mutual and like he somehow managed to groom
Yeah.
for her.
He wanted real sister wives.
But you know what? Okay, pervy Billy is a predator.
He is. Yeah, he
He's
is.
a predator.
Yeah.
Absolutely, because she became too old for him.
Yeah.
And then he moved
All
on
that
to the
is.
younger
That's why I
one.
hate
Yeah.
Yeah.
all that.
And I remember
Yeah.
I looked through comments and someone asked, like, where were your parents when you were 15? Right?
I know.
And she was like, again, my parents had me very young. So to them, I kind of was an accident. They saw it as a way to pawn me off on someone else.
Oh my god.
Yeah. That's what she had answered. So, yeah. I don't think she had an
Wow.
option. Just, it was just
Oh.
like, I'm going to
Oh,
be
this-
groomed, I guess.
Poor
Yeah,
kid
and then
didn't
she-
have a chance from the start.
No, yeah.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. So,
I'm really glad that she
saw it.
her sense, like
Yeah.
that him going after her sister made
Opened her eyes, yeah.
realize
Yeah.
that, how gross he is.
Exactly.
I think she may have already known because generally people, I think, if I know any in real life, I don't know that they're like that.
Right.
But I'm guessing that people like that are probably quirky and weird in other ways too.
Yeah.
She may have sensed that this was going
Yeah.
on. I think the straw that broke, and maybe I'm wrong, but I'm wondering out loud as we're speaking about this, if the straw that broke the camel's back was the fact that it was her baby sister. If this were a random
Right. Maybe
18-year-old,
she
I
wouldn't have
wonder-
seen it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. If she
'Cause, you know,
might have
18 's
reacted
legal.
differently. Right.
Yeah.
You know, and I really think that was, and by the way, that just furthers his sickness that he wants to assist the sister. And,
Sister wives. Yep.
There's
Yep.
there's definitely some
Exactly.
strange perversion.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
Because lots of 18-year-old girls are cute. You don't need your wife's actual baby
sister. Exactly. Exactly.
And what was he thinking? Is he going to nail them both, like two sisters at the same time?
Yeah, and he was like, I just want to see how you'd react.
Yeah,
I've been eyeing her for a while.
That's probably true.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. At least he was kind of honest at that point. And really, he was hoping she'd be like, well, if you want, Billy, okay, you're the master.
Yeah.
Right? It's your world.
That's what he was hoping for. Yeah.
Right? I'm just a squirrel trying to get a nut. Right? That kind of, not literally, but you know what I mean.
I know. Yeah.
So I don't even have a sister-in-law joke to make on this.
It's okay. You want to go to the next one, the last one?
We may have to. I was thinking the whole time, like, it's almost like what? Like, what is this almost like? I can't, because
I'm glad you can't relate to that.
No, but the only joke I can make would be like, it's almost like if you have a cringy sister-in-law that hits on you instead, even though you're like with her older sister, but really it's just because she wants you to take care of her kids.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't think it's like that.
But no,
it's not.
I know.
All right. So for the last one, I'm going to let you choose. I'm going to give you titles.
I'm so busy this week.
I know.
It's so tough.
I know.
But by the way, okay, all right, we'll do the last one and I'll give everybody another sneak peek.
Okay. So you guys can pick from the two titles. Am I the asshole for not telling my coworkers that I'm polyamorous and laughing at them? Or am I the asshole for misleading my cousin and destroying his marriage?
I'm curious about number two.
Yeah, that one sounds a lot easier.
Okay. All right. Am I the asshole for misleading my cousin and destroying his marriage? Here's the background. My family is a little unusual. There are 3 adults and 2 children. The adults are me, my wife, and another woman that I can best describe as my wife's platonic life partner and also my very dear friend. I'll call her partner Sally. Sally has lived with us for 20 years, and the kids call her Ma. We live in a 4-bedroom house, and Sally and the kids each have one of their own bedroom. Sally is aromantic and asexual. She and my wife love each other very much, but platonically. Sally is like a sister to me.
Isn't that a friend?
Basically.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what? I understand if this is like a lifelong childhood best friend.
I think that's what it is.
It's like the bond.
Yeah.
I can tell you, like, if Nepo's dad had to move in with me, I wouldn't be upset at that.
Yeah.
It wouldn't bug me.
But you also wouldn't have your kids call him Pa.
No.
Right.
But I'm saying,
the unusual
But
part.
if he lived with me for 20 years.
Yeah, then yeah.
Maybe.
Fuck it. Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
But the way this is being written, by the way, is very intentional.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
Yes. They want to make sure that
you understand. Yes.
There's no funny business.
Yes.
Okay, but go ahead.
Okay. I cannot overstate how incredibly platonic her relation with both of us has always been. We're all very happy together. I've been super glad we've had her since we've had the kids. Parenting is so much easier when you have a numerous when you have a numerous advantage. My cousin Dave. Yeah. My cousin Dave has been married to his wife, Mary, for something like 15 years. They have 2 kids. Dave talked Mary into opening the relationship about a year ago. And now they're getting a divorce because he's struggling to find anyone willing to date him. And Mary is not. And he's incredibly pissy about it. And it's destroying their relationship. And by it, I kind of mean he's. He's jealous and resentful, and he's making that her problem. And also now mine, because he's blaming me and saying it's all my fault. According to him, he thought it would totally work great because my family makes polygamy and open relationships look easy. Which, what? Setting aside that Sally's relationship with both my wife and I are platonic, there's no open relationship in our household. Sally and I each get a weekly date night with my wife. I take the kids on her night and she takes them on mine. I did say parenting is easier with the numbers advantage. I think my wife and I have significantly more quality time together than we would if it was just the 2 of us. When the kids can't sleep, they go to Sally. So my wife and I are never disturbed after we go to bed. Sometimes Sally and I even go to games together, and my wife takes the kids then because she's not into sports ball. No one in our house is dating anyone out from outside it. These are the committed relationships that are, to all intents and purposes, exclusive. None of us have ever even mentioned seeing anyone else. Even if we were, which again, we're not, I don't see how that would make me responsible for him treating Mary terribly because he's jealous. Somehow, he's apparently convinced that he and his beer gut would get all of the girls, but no men would be interested in a charming, kind woman who keeps herself in a reasonable shape and bakes the best cupcakes you will ever taste. I have dismissed this out of hand, but my aunt, his mother, and like 6 other family members agree that I am the asshole and have been insisting that I should apologize to my idiot cousin and help him talk Mary into closing their relationships and staying with him. I like Mary. We've been friends for 20 years, and she's good people. Also, friends with my wives and Sally, and wonderful aunt to my kids. She was just saying, am I the asshole? She said, so who is the asshole here? Is it me or is it them?
Whoever fucking wrote this now, I only have so much patience.
You were almost there, actually. You had like 2 more sentences.
God,
yeah.
But we get it.
We get some cream feeling for this.
I know.
Okay, why do men not understand? I mean, it's horrifying look from Eric. I'm absolutely horrified.
She's on one.
Damn.
She's on a roll.
Just call her butter.
Right.
Why do men not understand that men are easy and a woman can find just about anyone?
A woman doesn't have to try. A woman just has to go show up at a bar.
Exactly.
A woman doesn't have to do anything else. And he's mad that him and his beer gut don't get shit. Fuck you.
You want the real answers?
Go ahead.
Oh, for real.
Okay.
Number one, there's a lot of truth to what you guys just said.
Right.
Men don't think that they're going to have trouble.
Right.
Right. And that's just the male ego.
Yeah.
Nothing more.
Yeah.
Okay. If this guy were practical at all, he would understand that because men are so easy, there would be a lion waiting to have sex with anybody that looks okay.
Exactly.
Okay? You don't even, she doesn't even have to be
Exactly.
attractive.
Exactly.
Pass is okay.
Fiona had a fucking man on strike. Anyone can.
Exactly.
And by the way, do you know what the definition of okay is in the road code? 2 legs, 2 arms, okay,
Oh my god.
and no deformity.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. Weight doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Ethnicity doesn't matter.
Exactly.
Okay. All men need are a living body
Mm-hmm.
who's willing to do whatever.
Some
they
don't
want.
even want it alive. So
No,
hey.
well, that's a different
Oh,
story.
that's a whole different podcast.
Necrophilia. That's a funny topic.
Sorry, that came out faster than I thought about it.
We can do a necrophilia one.
Oh, on Kinks, we can do that.
We could- I don't think I want to
That's
know.
a dangerous round.
Yeah.
Talking about every fucking Jewish guy out there who marries a Jewish
Oh,
woman,
here we go.
okay, sleeps with a dead fish every night.
You love this joke.
It's just not a joke.
Uh-huh.
Not for the most part. Not always. Anyway, not all are like that. All right, anyway, so look, the reality here is this. So this is a miscalculation.
Yeah.
Right?
It's a big miscalculation.
on dumb Billy's
Fucking
part.
moron.
Okay.
Alright.
Is cousin happily married Billy an asshole? No.
No.
Because he's not really doing anything.
Yeah.
And by the way, and I don't mean this sarcastically, that's actually a beautiful situation.
Yeah. Yeah.
If the kids
Yeah.
are loving and accepting, and this is not a weird deviant,
Yeah, exactly.
like weird sex ring,
Mm-hmm.
and everybody's compassionate and kind toward each other, you know what? I don't.
I agree.
Yeah,
I agree.
exactly.
It's unorthodox.
Exactly.
That doesn't make it awful. It
Exactly.
just makes it different.
They're not sleeping with each
Well, that's what I'm
other.
saying.
You know,
It's
it's
not-
not
it's-
exactly. It's platonic.
Yeah, it's different. It's not depraved
Yeah.
or anything like that.
Sounds nice.
You know? Yeah, I'm saying honestly, and I bet you the kids benefit more from that. than
Exactly.
any other. They are constantly surrounded by understanding and support.
Yeah.
And tolerance.
Exactly.
That leads to healthy upbringing.
Exactly.
So kudos to practical, smart cousin Billy, platonic Billy. Okay, ego, dumb beer belly Billy. You deserve to be fucking shunned. Okay? You
Oh wow,
deserve-
if Eric says that,
Yeah,
you're
he
bad.
does.
You're bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
Because he took a speculation and ran with it.
what he did completely fucking backfired.
Yeah.
And that's the problem I have with most of these idiots. Maybe it's because as a lawyer, I have to think shit through before I do it. Like I can't just blurt shit out,
Yeah.
not in front of a judge,
Exactly.
not to a client, no matter what I'm thinking. Right? I have to. This is the only platform where I can just be without filter.
Right. Right.
But in real life, I gotta stop and think. So, what would Eric do? Eric would stop and think. Yo, is Lucinda going to get more action than I'm going to get? Probably, right? Am I like the fucking? Am I hit on anyway? No,
No.
right? Do I have all these like women waiting with open arms? Like all I have to do is say we're on? No. So why the fuck would I risk
Exactly.
all of this, right? So, and then by convincing her, really backfired because, like I said, all women have to do
Is show up at a bar.
right, just go, just be someplace.
Yeah.
I promise. There's at least one guy that'll be like, yeah, I'll hit it.
One of my friends and I had went to Joey downtown LA, the Joey's place, like a sports bar. And some guy offered to pay our whole meal if he could just sit there. We said no because we were like, that's weird as fuck. We don't know you. But he was like, I'll pay your whole meal if you just let me sit here with you guys.
There.
Sit there. So yeah, you just have to show up. That was like a restaurant, sports bar type of place. He was like, I will pay your meal if you let me sit here with you guys. We're like, no.
Oh, that's so weird.
Yeah. So yeah, you just have to show up. Show up.
That's my point. So I'm gonna give Dumb Billy 4 dingleberries.
I'll give him the 5 because
Well,
she shouldn't have to apologize.
No, it's not a full
And then you
5.
calling your mom and all your other family
A for
members.
effort though at first.
Yeah.
I'm just saying A
Right
for
on.
effort at first. It just backfired on him. The the calling the mom thing, that's a more of a Feldman skill.
Yeah.
Okay?
Calling your mom and all your cousins and
That's
aunts.
just sad.
Yeah.
Mom, my cousin's married and I'm getting a divorce.
He's a 1 on the Feldman scale.
He's a 0 on the Feldman scale.
Okay, to me, I'm giving him a 1.
I'll give him that 1, and then his beer belly ass is getting a 0. Because
How is that?
exactly. That's it. That's all I got.
All right. So before we completely wrap it up, I'll give the audience a little bit of a sneak peek. This is not set in stone because we're still kind of debating. But now that we've cracked 8,000, we've got a wider audience. We may dive into some other things. So we're going to do an episode on what we call obscure injuries.
Yes.
Right, and that comes with a very real, true story about a member of my family.
Mm-hmm.
And we're thinking about, well, we're not decided, but we're thinking about doing a episode all about the different Diddy conspiracies that are out there now, because there's so many.
Maybe.
But we want to be careful, right? Because we don't want to poke fun of victims, especially in something like this.
Yeah.
We are sensitive to it. If we can find a way to maybe have a real discussion, because there are some very real social issues about trafficking and
Right.
women's self-worth and sort of like this grooming and like psychological abuse.
Yeah.
It might be
Yeah.
worth almost like a public service type of announcement, but I also want to be authentic to who we are and what we do. So we'll have to figure that out.
Also, my spooky stories.
Yeah, we're going to do spooky stories, we think, for Halloween. Right? So we're trying really hard. Again, apologize for all the repeat episodes lately. We're trying really hard to keep current, but the last couple of weeks we've gotten really busy with some crazy cases. And
Hurricane Karina has been busy, guys.
Yeah,
Sorry.
By the way, when one or two of these cases wrap up and they're resolved, I'll do a full episode on the craziness of these two particular cases.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
I think some of the audience might find that interesting. So. All right, Hurricane.
Yes.
Tell them where they can find us.
All right, guys. Thank you all for listening. We appreciate all the support. Remember, you can find us on Instagram at The Bensama Confirm and our podcast Instagram at The Late Podcast. You can visit our Twitter and TikTok at Bensama Confirm. You can visit our website at eblawfirm.us, or you can email us at info@eblawfirm.us. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.